Hey, I hope everybody is doing good. We're going to do a general collective reading today for all zodiac signs. This is going to be for January the 23rd through January the 30th. Welcome to 2022. We are actually almost into our second month, and I just cannot believe it. Like, that flew by really, really fast. Okay. Just gonna get an overall energy. So, our overall energy for this week is the Five of Pentacles. I believe we had this last week, maybe? I don't know. But the Five of Pentacles, it's not that great of a card. It's actually kind of like a card of being left out or even feeling left out, or sometimes I feel like this is kind of a struggle card, because if you notice, let me put my cards down. If you notice, they're in the cold. They're in some kind of snowy, wintry environment. They look cold. They look like, they really want to be somewhere else, but maybe they're trying to get there, okay? Also, fives represent transformation too. So like maybe some of you guys are getting ready to do some transforming. And you know how like sometimes when you're getting ready to hit another level, you kind of have to go through some crap first in order to get there, right? So it's fine, Once again, it's not a great card, but at least you know where you stand, right? Also, in the background of this card, there's like a stained glass window. And stained glass windows are usually a really, really good sign that there's some kind of religious, maybe a church or something in this particular building, right? And so one thing I can say is, although they're out in the cold and they're looking miserable, there is some hope in the background, It'd be good for them to walk into this place and get warm and maybe be counseled or guided to make better moves so they can get out of the cold, right? Also, too, these people are not alone. They're together on this. So you may even have somebody who's willing to go through whatever struggles or obstacles you're going through with you. That way you're not alone, So, like I say about all tarot cards, there's meanings, good and bad, in a lot of these cards. But there's always going to be a light at the end of the tunnel. Always. So the best advice I have with this card is just to keep the faith. You may seek out some kind of counseling through maybe a mentor, someone who's going to get you grounded. Because another thing too is the pentacles, they represent grounding. They represent having a really good foundation. So don't hesitate to go talk to someone. Maybe someone can help you. Okay. Everybody wants to get out the cold sometime. So the best way to do it is to get the guidance that you need, the advice that you need for whatever next moves you have to take to get out the cold. Okay. Hold on one second, guys. My music stopped. I gotta have some good music for you guys. Let's see. Okay. So I'm going to clarify the Five of Pentacles too. Like I always say in all of my readings, all of my videos, you want to clarify your cards, okay? The reason why you might be out in the cold, it may be something minor that you can just flip the switch on real quick. Maybe even change your mindset, Also in tarot and numerology, the number 5 It represents transformational things. It also represents chaos a little bit too. So in tarot, most of the 5 cards are like that middle ground between 1 and 10, where, you know, 1 is usually like a good beginning, and the number 10 is mostly related to completion. So the number 5 is like stuck in the middle. And generally, when you're starting something, you have this big burst of energy. You're so excited to start it, right? But in the middle of start to finish, there is going to be some obstacles. So never sleep on that, guys. I know it's kind of unfortunate sometimes when obstacles come around, but with the help of God and prayer and just really believing in yourself, you can jump through all of the hoops, okay? So to clarify the 5 of Pentacles, we have the Ace of Wands. I like the Ace of Wands. I like really all of the aces, because once again, it's like the number 1 card, like the very beginning to the next steps in your journey, right? So the Ace of Wands, this is like new beginnings and passion, right? So, you know, wands, they represent passion in general. They represent hard work. They represent the spice of life, right? So we got the 5 of Pentacles. Remember, it's kind of like having a hard time, you know, needing to seek some guidance. But right after you do that, boom, you have the Ace of Wands. Okay, so you may be starting some new passions or endeavors. But before you can get to those endeavors, you got to go through a little bit of rough time, okay? And it's fine. It happens to the best of us. So, I am going to jump into, let's see, I'm going to jump into our Earth Craft deck. This deck really is for advice and just to kind of add some more messages to our original message. I usually like to pick about 3 of these cards. All right. Ooh, so we have Rise. I like that. Rise to the occasion, okay? Man, listen, forget all of the sad and bad energy, because you're getting ready to rise up, okay? That's always a good thing. Now you see, this girl, she has all this fire behind her, okay? Lots of passion. She's nude, right? And one thing I could say about being nude in general, it's a freeing thing. That's why you always see kids running around, you know, like babies, they'll take their diapers off and run around nude because they want to be free. They want to be free. They want to be, you know, just out here doing the most at their freest, most comfortable state, right? So when you got to rise to the occasion, you know, you may have to free yourself to do that. You may have to let go of some people. You may have to tailor your life to accommodate what you're getting ready to rise to, right? Because we know that anytime we rise up, anytime we transition, oh my God, I'm about to go there. Anytime we transition, we literally go from one state to the next state, okay? Hopefully it's higher than where you were, you know, previously, right? But you remember how I talked about transitions with the number 5, right? So the number 5 represents transitions, okay? So the fact that she's rising up, she's getting ready to transition, okay? Also, you see this fire behind her, right? Fire represents passion, okay? This is why I love Spirit, because Spirit literally will confirm things for you, right? So you remember how we talked about in this particular card how wands represent passion? Wands are like the fire sign suit, right? So it's nothing but passion, right? So this new set of passion is coming in for you. This is, you know, where the ace is coming in, because the ace means brand new, right? So then you're going to rise on top of that as well. You can't beat it having these two cards together, okay? That's double fire. Some of you guys might be getting ready to collaborate with the fire sign. You could have just fire signs around you in general, okay? That may even be helping you with this transition, okay? It's pretty deep. It's pretty deep. Hold on one second, guys. Okay. Sorry, I dropped some of my cards. Okay, so we got the Rise card. I just lost that mug. There it is. All right. So I'm going to add 2 more cards to this so we can get some additional messages. I like the passion and the fire, guys. Not a lot of people, like, really and truly, not a lot of people out here can exude passion without being scared or afraid first. Like, break out with the fire, okay? Burn that some gun up. So proud of you guys. Okay, I had one come out on its own. Okay, so the drought card came out, right? It's like double confirmation for me. So remember I told you about the 5 of Pentacles. This kind of represents drought too, on the cool. They're cold. They really ain't got that much to do, nowhere to go. You know, they're just like in the poverty kind of mindset or whatever. And here comes the drought card from our Earth Oracle deck, right? So this is also letting us know that either right now you're in some kind of drought situation or you're coming out of drought, okay? Nothing to be worried about because you're going to rise up either way. God is giving you a new chance to be bigger and better and more passion filled. So definitely take heed to that, okay? I'm going to do one more card from our Earthcraft deck. So crazy. Woo! Okay, here's the Death card. Oh, everybody's always freaked out by the Death card. Okay, so there's nothing to be freaked out. Death simply represents rebirth coming, okay? So death to the droughts. Let's get that rebirth up in here so we can do some better things, okay? Awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. All right. I'm going to close. Well, not close. I'm going to clarify the rest of this energy one more time. Now, this time, I'm going to do it with my Rider Waite deck. This is like traditional tarot deck right here. This is like one of those decks that whether you're a beginner, experienced, whatever, it just never gets old, okay? And one of my friends told me that, I don't know how true this is, but if you love tarot, get you one of these decks because I guess they're getting ready to stop making them, selling them, something. So I would do your research though. That's just what I heard. Okay. Also, you guys make sure y'all get y'all some self-care in, okay? It is very important. Like, a lot of people don't understand that, like, one day worth of self-care really can help you for, like, a cool couple of weeks. Like, Don't sleep on that, because I'm telling you, when you do get it, your mind clears up and it makes you understand that, like, you should have been doing this the whole entire time, okay? So go get your nails done, go get your feet rubbed, go do something like that, okay? All right. Wow. Okay. So I was going to shuffle again, but I want to show you guys something. Look what's at the bottom of the deck. The King of freaking Wands. What the freak is all this fire sign energy? Like, either y'all got a fire sign around, or, and we're talking Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, okay? They are some good candidates to be around, especially if you want to be hyped up, pumped up. A lot of fire signs are kind of big on making their mark. So a lot of them dress real flashy, and they act like they're not flashy too, by the way, but a lot of them really are. I don't know why they try to act so subtle, but we see your fire signs. We see y'all up in this reading. Okay, so, ooh, the Fool is here. I'm a big fan of the Fool. People can say what they want about the Fool, but the Fool is the beginning of the tarot journey, right? The Fool represents, let me put this down for a second. The Fool represents someone who needs to step out on faith, right? It represents, like, getting down with the get down without tripping, like not overthinking it, just going with the go, right? I like the Fool because, as y'all can see, he, she, they, so jovial to make the next move, right? But he's actually getting ready to fall off the cliff, right? And most people are like, oh my God, I wouldn't dare want to fall off a cliff. Like, you know, what kind of good moves will you make by falling off a cliff, right? But he's taking the leap, okay? He's taking the leap of faith. A lot of people are so scared to jump out on faith that they never get to see, they never bump their head enough to get to see what goodness is going to come out of it, right? So, also the sun is in the background. The sun represents ultimate happiness, right? So either way, whether he falls into a gorge and bumps himself up, right, he's still gonna make it to the top because the sun is in the background. You know, we're meant to step out on faith, bump our head a couple times, to go for our passions, right? But when we don't do that, we never know what we could have accomplished had we just jumped out on faith. So, Five of Pentacles. I know it's a bad time, right? But you got the Ace of Wands coming, right? Which means that something good is going to come. But you got to take the leap of faith, okay? Don't be scared because you're here. Okay, go talk to somebody. Okay, go get you some mentorship. All right, and step out on faith. Get out there and get it popping. Okay, I love that. So I love that. Also, one more correlation, right? The Fool card is the Aries card. The Fool is considered to be like a fresh energy, like. The Fool is actually kind of like a baby too, right? Just kind of, I wouldn't say like, I'll say inexperienced, okay? So he really don't know that much. But if you think about it, God takes care of fools and babies. So like, jump out. Like, no matter how hard you bump your head, jump out, get the experience, you know? That way you can move to the next level. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. But since it's an Aries card, the Aries is also a fire sign. So once again, we got all this freaking fire energy in our reading. Like, what is going on? I actually have a couple of fire sign friends though. And maybe they're showing up for me. I don't know. It's good stuff though. All right. So I'm gonna pull one more card from my Rider-Waite deck. Okay, so this is the Seven of Cups. Okay. So cups generally represent emotions, feelings, love, you know, that kind of thing. So with the Seven of Cups is kind of like having a lot of options, right? And so maybe when you step out on faith, you'll have X amount of options to choose from to also aid you and get into that next level, right? So you got to be careful though, because 7 also represents like a little bit of chaotic energy too, right? So if you look in these cups, you have, what is that, like a snake, you have a wreath, hold on because I'm blind, you got what is that, a freaking alligator, you got all this crazy stuff in these cups, right? What God is asking you to do is to take a step back, analyze what's in these cups, pick the right cup, okay? Don't be picking no crazy stuff on your journey. Like, make sure that whatever you're, you know, jumping into with all this passion, with all these fiery passions and things, make sure it's the right thing, okay? All right? I would hate to pick up a cup and break out drinking in the cup and there's a snake freaking hanging out the cup trying to bite me back, you know? Make sure you know that you're picking the wreath, okay? Make sure you know that you're picking the flowers. I think those are flowers. Jewels, something. Make sure you're picking the good stuff though, okay? I love that. All right, last but not least, we're going to do our Abraham Hicks Law of Attraction cards. I know I say this all the time, but I'm going to reiterate. Law of attraction is what you are manifesting, what you're bringing in. So some of y'all could subconsciously be manifesting this Five of Pentacles mess. Don't do it. I don't care what kind of make-believe you got to have going in your head. I need whatever is going on in your head to be reminiscent of what you want in your outer, okay? If it's some crazy stuff, if it's some negative stuff, cut it right then and there. One thing I can say is we have like 5 seconds to cut negative energy from our conscious, you know? And if you don't do it within that 5 seconds, it's literally gonna sit there and fester. And then it may take you 5 years to release that negative mindset, okay? All right. Sorry, I'm kind of going over, and this one card just keep on wanting to come out, so I'm going to go ahead and let it fall out. It literally jumped at me like twice. What the? All right, so I can reach for a better feeling thought, okay? So from your non-physical vantage point, you understood the eternal evolving nature of your being and the promise that this leading edge contrasting environment held. You understood the powerful law of attraction and the fairness and accuracy with which it responds to the free will of all creators. By reaching for the best feeling thoughts you can find, you will shiver with exhilaration as you reconnect with your purpose, with your zest for life, and with you. What? I love that. Okay. So, in essence, reach for the better feeling. Don't be reaching for no crazy stuff. That's how we got here. Okay? That's how we got to this here. All right? You might have been reaching for something crazy. You might have been depressed. Okay? But all in all, you got to reach for the good feeling. Even if it feels fake at the moment. Okay? It can come to fruition. You just got to reach for it. Okay? Good stuff. Okay, this is the card that kept on trying to jump out of me. Okay? I see myself attracting harmonizing intent. Okay? I see myself attracting only those in harmony with my current intent And I am getting clearer and clearer in every moment about what it is that I want. It matters not what others are choosing. What is important is that I am pleased with me, and as I see myself, I certainly am. Whoa, okay. Cool. So, definitely attracting harmonious things for yourself, right? Making sure that you're thinking clearly about the harmonious things that you want and actually seeing those come into fruition. Also, it took me a long time to really get to the point to where I had to stop caring about what other people thought and actually start caring about what's good for me, okay? And sometimes you have to step back and do that. It's hard because as humans, we like to please people. Even if you say you're not a people pleaser, best believe there's some people pleasing that has to go on sometimes, because it's just how we are as humans. We crave to be accepted, right? But make sure that you're people pleasing yourself harder, okay? Because you have to live in this shell. You have to wake up with this body every day. You want to make sure that you are really feeling it with good things, okay? I'm going there. This is the last thing too. Make sure that you're eating right, drinking a lot of water. Make sure that your insides are as clear as possible, because when you clean what's going on the inside, it really does help your brain function better. It helps you keep your emotions together. If our emotions are not together, we cannot make sound decisions, okay? And that goes for your money, parenting, your job, even if you're in school, that kind of thing. If your body is not clean and clear and your mind is not clear, the responses that you have to different things are not going to be as on point. They're not going to be as accurate. So make sure you're taking good care of yourself, okay, guys? Well, this concludes my tarot session. If you want to do a private reading with me, please let me know. I am available every single Sunday, okay? Just hit me up and I can put you on my schedule, okay? I hope you guys have a blessed week, and I'll see you guys next weekend. Thank you.